Hey, everybody.
Welcome back to our podcast where we agree
To disagree.
on a lot of different things. Today we will be talking about TikTok, or should I say Michaela will be complaining about TikTok. I can already tell how this one's going to go.
I will try my best.
What's your initial opinion on TikTok before we jump into it? Just to kind of explain why.
I mean, I know we've talked about social media, and, as much as I hate TikTok, I do sometimes watch it, even though I haven't watched it actually in a couple weeks.
Good job.
I know. I feel like I've just kind of gotten bored of it. Like, I feel like there's just, it's just kind of repetitive right now, so I'm just kind of So nothing's, really interested me. But social media in general just isn't good. So I think TikTok, the most part just frustrates me because, I don't know, going with this, okay?
Okay, well...
We all just know I don't like TikTok. I just think it's...
Michaela hates TikTok.
I just think it's brainwashing.
think you don't like it. Keep going.
I think it's just brainwashing a lot of kids, and I just think it's not good, the route that it's going. But I also think it is awesome for people to be able to make a living from it. But I also think some people shouldn't be considered famous for it either, because I think, the most frustrating thing for me is, for example, a TikToker can go to some big event, okay?
You mean the basketball game that you went to?
Kind of like that. I feel like we already talked about that, though.
We did.
So we don't need to talk about it again. But I think it's just funny how, I worked 20 years for my life to, be able to do really cool things, which I know it's not always about that, but, if I want to go to some big event, it's oh, they don't care about me. They're going to go pick the TikToker, which is kind of annoying because I'm I want a silver medal at the Olympics, and you're going to go pick a TikToker, just because they look pretty, So that's just kind of where I stand on it a little bit. It's just a little frustrating, but I do think it's awesome that, if people can make a living that way, that's awesome. But I also just think if you're spending your time, your whole life just making 50 TikToks a day, I think you could be doing something completely better. And I don't know. That's just my thoughts. But anyway.
Okay, let's look at the stats. This is the crazy thing because TikTok is really, really taken over. So it's available in over 150 countries, has over 1 billion users. That's billion with a B. Do you know how many people there are on the earth?
Too many.
I
don't know.
It's 7 or 8 billion last I checked. So that's nuts. Has been downloaded over 210 million times in the United States alone. Per month, TikTok has over 1 billion monthly active users. That's insane. Here are the monthly users for other social media sites. Facebook, 2.9 billion. YouTube, 2.2 billion. Instagram, 1.4. Snapchat, 500. Twitter, 300 million.
Yeah, I feel like Snapchat.
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
Snapchat kind of sucks. I don't know why anyone would ever use Snapchat, but I use Twitter a lot, and I feel like people use Twitter more. Did you see Melo's arm under the door? Yeah, that surprises me, but yeah, this is the thing that you will agree with. Of the monthly users in the USA, 80% are between the ages of 16 and 34.
That use social media?
TikTok.
Oh, that use TikTok.
Because it's definitely a younger person sort of thing. 29% of people that have TikTok installed on their phone use it every day. I have TikTok installed on my phone just because people will send me TikToks every once in a while. Like you will sometimes, or Hayden will. And I don't have to download it every time, but I never stay on it.
I know, and kind of
Also, though, what's nice is, sorry to interrupt you,
That's
but
okay.
before I forget, I don't have a TikTok account. I have your TikTok account logged into on my phone, which is really nice because it helps me never want to use it because all that pops up because of the algorithm is beauty stuff and makeup and
Yeah.
So every time I'm on TikTok because someone sends me something, the next video is just something that I don't care about at all, and so I just leave. So
I know,
it's actually a good strategy.
The one useful thing that I like about TikTok is that you can literally search anything, any product, and you can see how people use it. When I bought the Dyson Airwrap, I'm I don't even know how to freaking use this thing, and so it was cool to see what people think about the Dyson Airwrap, how it works, how to use it, different ways to help it hold better. So things with certain products I think is awesome and really helps me. But then I hate sitting there and watching because now TikTok videos can be way longer. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to sit here and watch you like unbox all the free stuff you get. I don't want to sit here, like, I'm like, they never use it. And then like another thing that irritates me is like products get sold out. Like like makeup. You go to Sephora, you want to try something, oh, it's sold out. And like there'll be things that I'm like, I didn't even know this was popular. I just was in the store and I'm like, oh, this looks really cool. I want to try this. And they're like, oh, well, it's sold out. You can't get it because it went viral on TikTok. But then you go onto TikTok and all these people talk about how sucky these products are. And like a lot of clothes on Amazon, let's be honest, they are not that great. Like you can, I'm sure there are a ton of you that have found some clothing products on Amazon that you like, but the majority of us that have bought stuff from Amazon, I'm like, that was a waste. And I bought it because TikTok made me buy it. And so then I'm like, well, that was a waste of money. So I love seeing TikTokers say like, don't buy stuff and giving all these influencers money on crap that sucks, because they have all these Amazon storefronts and then you go through and you see them like saying, oh, this is so great. And then you buy it and it's terrible. And I'm like, why did I just buy that? I just got them money, but then I wasted my money and I'm going to throw it away and never use it. So that's like things that frustrate me is a lot of people and TikTokers promote these products that aren't actually even good. And that's what really triggers me is like when I post stuff on social media and things, which I've talked about before, I make sure that I actually like the product and I'm not just constantly promoting products, So I actually have to like it if I'm going to share it with you guys because I wouldn't want to buy a product or just use a discount code because I have one on something that I'm not going to enjoy or like. So
here's a question. Do you enjoy using TikTok and how much time do you spend on it?
Well, I haven't really spent much time on it because I just, like I said recently, I've just gotten bored because I feel like it's just kind of been the same stuff. So I'm kind of like over it at this point. Just so many like, this is my daily routine over and over again. And the things they say that I'm just like, it just doesn't like intrigue me anymore. And I guess that's just kind of my algorithm right now. So I mean, maybe if I changed my algorithm, it could go into a different direction. But, I mean, I feel like when Chloe and I hung out a ton before she had her baby and got pregnant and stuff, I thought TikTok was kind of fun just to do like, stupid dances and just kind of have fun with it. I kind of like using it that way than more as like a job. So if you guys see my TikTok, like I don't post all the time. I don't really have that many videos. Like my stuff's just kind of stupid. So I think like using it in that way is like kind of fun or like doing it with my nieces because they love it. So like I like making stuff with them and they enjoy it. So I'd say that's how I like spending my time with it. I don't think I want to make it a full-time job just because social media is just draining as it is. And I just don't think that you should be spending 50 plus hours a day on it, especially when you have kids and a family. Like I want to be productive or do things with my husband or different things. I don't want to be just stuck on social media and editing videos all day. Like it just, and that is for some people, some people love it. That's how they thrive and that's awesome. But I just don't think that's how I want to like live my life, And I've thought about it. It's been a hard decision for me. I'm like, there's a lot of money that could be made through social media and TikTok, but it sucks because I just don't have that drive to do it. And I just also don't think I'm like that creative. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm not that great at makeup and I'm not that great at hair. So like, I don't know how to do all this or even where to start. So I think for me, it's just like, I don't push myself hard enough because I think like I could do it, but I just don't really want to. So did that answer your question?
Kind of.
I don't know.
I mean, for
I don't
me,
use it that much anymore. I feel
like I've already said, I don't use it at all. I just, if someone sends me something, I'll open it up. But when we say TikTok, like, what pretty much is TikTok is like Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. It's pretty much the exact same thing. And I do spend some time there sometimes. What gets me, this is the worst, and Instagram does this on purpose.
I feel like most of the reels I watch, though, are cats. I don't know.
Well, it's the algorithm. It's because we send each other cat videos all day
like
long.
all my reels are cats.
And so Instagram thinks that's all we care about. It's funny, like seeing, because if you go to Instagram and you click on the search bar, there's like the search bar at the top, but then it pulls up that grid. It's like the explore page, and it's all the things that Instagram thinks you're interested in. It's really interesting seeing how that changes for me over time, because usually it's mostly like basketball and MMA stuff.
And animals, I feel like.
Yeah, and animals. But like if Michaela and I have been sending each other too many cat videos, it'll be like a whole bunch of cat videos. Or like if you send me too many videos from like bloggers that you watch or whatever, that'll start popping up. And I'm like, hey,
that's
like I don't
funny.
care about this. Yeah. So
I
it's
think
but what happens to me is like I'll go to like look someone or something up on Instagram, especially lately, like because I use it a lot for work, like to connect with people. And I'm going to about to type something in, like I see a video, I'm like, oh, that's interesting, and I click on it, and the next thing I know, I've watched like 3 videos,
mm-hmm.
and so I have to like stop. But so Instagram, yeah, that's pretty much my TikTok, but it's stuff that I actually care about. And then on YouTube Shorts, it's a lot of like Joe Rogan clips.
I haven't
It'll show
even gotten
me.
into that yet.
You don't need to, honestly, but there's always a lot of good stuff. There's
There's some good
educational
stuff.
things, yeah.
One thing I like really do like reels, and I like people's like get ready with me, like because it's interesting to see like what products people use and like what they like. But then I hate it because the clips go so fast, and then they don't even show like the product they're using, or it's not in the description, and I'm like, I just sat there for like 5 minutes watching your get ready with you, and I don't know one thing you just used. That irritates me. I'm like, at least talk about the product or show in the screen what you're using. Like that's one thing I like about YouTube is when a lot of influencers do like get readies with me, they talk about like the product and they hold it up so you can see it. Instagram reels, it's just like so choppy and they like cut it so short, and then it's like, what does she use? What does she do? Like I'm just like, I don't know. So then I just half the time end up just scrolling through, and I'm like, this is boring, this is boring, this is boring, this is, because it's just little snippets of like jumping in the shower, washing my hair, doing this, doing that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's like what triggers me is I'm like, I can't watch this anymore. Can you guys stop making these short little reels of just snippets of the day? I'm like, I'm not interested in that.
Are there any TikTokers that you like? Like if someone said, hey, who's your favorite TikToker?
I don't know. I follow some, but like I don't really know their names because I don't pay attention enough. It will just pop up on my feed sometimes, and I watch it, but I'm like, I don't really know your name.
Do you keep
I don't know.
up?
Is that bad? I don't know.
No, that's fine. Do you keep up with the TikTok trends or anything like that?
I mean, yeah, I feel like everybody does because it's just like all
I mean,
over
I
social
don't.
media, and I'm a girl, so like the styles.
And then next question, you kind of answered this, but if you had an opportunity to be a professional TikToker, would you? Like I know you said you don't like the creative aspect of it, but what if you
Right.
what if you had a team and like they like did your hair and makeup, they like thought of video ideas for you, they did
Yeah, but
everything.
then that's not being real.
I'm sure that plenty of TikTokers are like that. Maybe not like a team.
Well, that's lame. Sorry, is that rude?
I mean,
I
it's
just feel
how you
like
think of it. It doesn't have to be a one. I mean, that's like YouTube. Like YouTube used to be like YouTubers were just like one person with a camera. Now, like
it's a whole
a
production
solid
team.
YouTuber, yeah, it's a whole company. Like it's a business. You have a production team.
I mean, I think it'd be nice to have help. Like I've told you before, like if I had someone to like take pictures of me, or I've told you before, like help make the videos because you always do it, and I know that's a lot of stress because you work and stuff. So like to have someone help with all that, I think's awesome, and you can still be real and do your own stuff. They're just taking footage of you throughout the day, but I'm like doing your hair and makeup, and like I don't know, because like I feel like all TikTokers mostly like sit there and do their own makeup.
I'm just saying
so
hypothetically, if you had,
I don't know.
would you want to be a famous TikToker?
I don't know. It's hard because like I think it's like I told you the amount of money you can make, but then I'm always like, well, it's not always about the money. And then like I look at some of these young girls that are like famous on TikTok, and it's like all their followers are these creepy men, and I'm just like I would not want that for my daughter. I don't know. It's just like I'm kind of glad I'm not like that. And I know like I'm at a different stage in my life where like I'm more like I'm married and stuff, so I could have like a different group of people that watch my stuff, but like I don't know. Maybe if I was like single and stuff, like yeah, it would be cool. Like thinking about like watching the girls at like Utah gymnastics, they get to like make all these fun creative videos of like the girls in the team, and they're hilarious, and like that, like I wish I would have had that in college. Like that to me would have been more fun, and like doing silly videos. I don't know. I don't know. It's like hard though, because this year I was like, I might be better at TikTok and maybe make more videos that are like more relevant to me and products that I like, and not just posting products that like everybody else posts. But then I'm just like, I think about it again, I'm like, I just don't want to do that. I don't know. I don't know if it's just like because I'm lazy. I guess I'm lazy. I don't know. It's just not fun. I don't know. I feel like my opinion is stupid. I just hate talking about this because I could just talk about how much I hate TikTok, but then I also watch it, so
Okay,
I'm
well, let me
just as bad
answer
as
it then.
everybody else.
I would. Well, it depends.
I think if I were single, I would probably pursue it more.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because, like, I'm married now, so it's just like my life's different. It's not like
You could be like a married person TikTok. Like we're like
I know there's still a lot of people like that,
like
but I'm just saying.
couples podcast pretty much is what we have. I'm just saying if I had the opportunity to, but if I were TikTok famous, it would have to be for something cool. Like I'd rather,
See, back when
couldn't be
TikTok
caught
first
alive
came out, I thought it would be really cool for Jonas and I to have a TikTok and just do like funny, weird videos because like our height difference, like a lot of people like the height difference.
I'd be okay with stuff like that as long as it's not cringy and I don't have to do any dances, because 90% of your ideas are one of those two things. Well, that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Like if we had someone who said, "Hey, like Jonas and Michaela, we'll make you guys TikTok famous, but you don't have to do anything weird or cringy. You don't have to do any dances. And like no fake pranks and stuff like that." I
don't like the pranks.
That's what I just said. Yeah, I don't want to. But like good ideas, or even like
I would do that.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. But it's a lot of work.
I would feel better doing it with you. Sometimes having the camera on myself, I kind of hate it. Because then I'm like, oh, that don't look good, or this angle don't look good, or I'm sick of it being on myself. Like when I do TikToks with my nieces, it's fun because you're doing it with someone. It's not just like yourself. Like I like doing it with people more than just it being about me all the time. So I feel like if we did TikTok together, I would enjoy it more.
What if you were like a thought leader? Because there's, and I don't know if, again, because I don't really spend time on
thought leader.
I'm explaining it.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, I don't spend time on TikTok, but a big thing on Instagram is I follow a lot of thought leaders like for business or sales or marketing, where their reels or their TikToks, it's just them talking. It's like a quick 30 seconds about like, this is how you grow your brand, or like this is why Chipotle has had success, or this is what Chick-fil-A did well, with their branding. Like little things like that, because I'm in marketing, I'm in sales, or I'm in business.
That'd be cool for you, but I wouldn't enjoy that.
Well, hold on. So what if you did something like that, but about, I don't know, like gymnastics?
You always come back to this.
Okay, not gymnastics. Or what about, I don't know, being married? Like what if you gave advice about just like quick 30-second snippets of marriage advice? We're living with someone.
You know what I do like that's really funny?
What?
I don't know what her account is. She's from Utah, and she was actually at this event that I was at a couple days ago.
Is it the girl that makes fun of Utah people?
Yes. And she's like, Chick-fil-A or whatever, and does all the Utah moms.
She's fun of your Stanley
hilarious.
Cups. You met her?
I didn't meet her. She was there.
Well, you should have
Alexa
said hi.
and I were like, oh my gosh, what's her face? Because I was like, why does she look so familiar? And then, anyway, I like her stuff because it's just funny because it's like, that's exactly what everybody does. And I think every influencer can laugh because they're like, yeah, it's true, that's what we do. But I think stuff like that's hilarious. I think if I would could be that funny, I would totally do something like that.
Well, it's funny because she makes fun of influencers and moms, and specifically Utah moms. But it's really true, and so everyone shares it with everyone because they're like, this is
right.
She's the only one doing it. So yeah, if you did something like that, it'd be funny.
It'd be funny.
But you're less of you're not like a comedy person.
I know.
Well, it's something to think about.
I just feel like I'm not creative enough. I just don't even, I don't even know where to start or how, I don't know. Everyone gives me these ideas, talk about school because people can relate to that. School's hard or blah, blah, blah. And I'm just I don't know. It just doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just I don't know. I just wish Instagram could go back to the good old days where you maybe post a video or you just post a picture.
Why does it stress you out?
Yes, reels stress me out.
There's so much stuff. Do you
the
feel pressure
algorithm stresses me out
on you to post stuff?
Yes. It whenever I go on Instagram and I see people posting constantly, I'm like, man, I'm terrible at this. Well, it's hard too because I'm I don't know,
Well, it's funny you mention that because
I just don't feel like I always look cute. Like some days I just don't care to get ready, and all these influencers are ready like every single day with a full face of makeup, and I'm like, that's just too much work. And then I look like
well,
death, and I'm like, this is embarrassing. I can't like look like this in a picture. I'm scary looking.
so it's funny you mention the pressure though because so we have an Instagram account for Mellow that we started when we got Mellow.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember we would post every single day when we had Mellow for the first little bit? And it was mostly just for us, but like some of your fans followed
Mm-hmm.
and like my family. And so Mellow would get, I don't know, like a few hundred likes. There's just a few hundred people that was checking in on Mellow. And then as she got older, she kind of got out of her kitten phase. We didn't really post as much. I say we, it's pretty much just me.
Mm-hmm.
But then the other day, I posted a reel for Mellow, and we hadn't posted in like the last thing we posted of Mellow was her costume on Halloween, her little bat wings. I posted a reel, and it was just something Mellow does every day. Every day when I come home from work, she runs down the stairs and she meows. She says hi to me, and she rolls over, and then she wants me to scratch her belly. So she's like a dog. And that's just a normal Mellow thing, but I posted it on my story, and a lot of people said that it was really cute or funny. So I posted it on Mellow's, and she got like 7,000 likes.
Mm-hmm.
So now I feel pressure to keep posting stuff for Mellow because that's a lot of people that like Mellow now.
Well, it's like, how many cat videos do we watch? And then we're
There's so
oh,
many.
that's so cute. Like, I think people are just like, cats are so funny.
Okay, but Mellow's hilarious. The problem is that she does things, and like to catch it, we'd have to have our phones on us all the time because she'll do the funniest things, and then she'll never recreate it. And it's like, you wouldn't believe us if we told you sort of thing. But we just need more cameras inside. Just get more vivid
all
cameras.
over the house.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so I understand a little bit what you mean about the pressure. When you did your TikTok dances, did you enjoy learning those and doing them?
It depends. Some of them were kind of hard. I'm like, I suck at this. This is dumb. I'm over it. And then some of them I start to get the hang of. I'm like, okay, I can do this, up for the challenge a little bit. The best was when Alexa and when we went to Hawaii last summer.
That one actually was funny. Did you end up posting it?
No, because I think Alexa had it on her phone.
Well, see, that's the problem. I think that's way better. You explain it first, then I'll...
Well, Alexa had them on her phone, and then by the time she when she sent it over to me, it was all blurry and stuff.
Wait, can I explain it?
Hold on.
Okay.
So anyway, we were learning this really hard handshake, dancing, clapping, turning dance. And Alexa's a professional dancer. So if you guys have seen her, she's on my Instagram. We met on the Gold Over America tour, and she lives in LA with her husband, but they're from Utah. And so she's really good at dancing, obviously. So we were like learning this handshake, and it took us like hours because we'd do something stupid every time we filmed it. Like, we'd get so close, and then like she would hit me too hard with her leg, and I'd be like, ah, like it would hurt so bad.
Well, hold on. So I was inside the house reading my book, just relaxing, and like every 30 seconds I'd hear someone scream, and then they'd start laughing. Like, like when you scream laugh because you're laughing so hard. And like a few times I'd like check to make sure you guys didn't like hurt yourselves or something, and you'd just be laughing because you messed up your dance.
We literally did it for like 2 hours.
And then finally, like the final video, which I don't think you guys ever even nailed the dance.
No, we did.
Oh, well, the video that I remember is you guys pee your pants.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Yeah. If you guys saw during my birthday
post. Because you're laughing
post,
so hard.
My birthday was in December.
You should post that video. That video is hilarious.
I know, but Alexa has it, and it doesn't work unless, because like with TikTok, because we filmed it on TikTok, so then she has to like post it.
Is it still in her drafts?
Yes, but you have to like post it, and then she can send it to me. Because, like, the screen recording doesn't work. I don't know. So, like, I guess I could still post it. It would just have Alexa's TikTok on it.
One of you should post it.
Well, she posted it for my birthday on her story. So, if you guys watched any of my stories, was it on her story? I think
it was for your birthday. It was...
Wasn't it? Was it maybe on her birthday post? Go look.
It could be a post.
I think she might have actually posted it. It wasn't just a story. I think she posted it. So, you guys can go...
See, but stuff like that's funny.
It was hilarious. Like, we just could not. It was so bad. And Alexa and I have like a peeing problem. We're literally
it's on her
Yeah,
She did post
we're
it.
2 peas in a pod.
See,
So
like that's you start peeing, then she starts peeing.
yeah, and I
Doing
at
the potty
least
dance.
was able to hold it in. Alexa
Oh
literally
gosh.
peed
Okay,
through her
that's
pants
TMI.
on to the concrete, and so she had to go take off her bottoms and stuff, and we had to switch it. It was hilarious.
Oh, that's good.
So obviously to us it's more funny than just watching the video, but it's still really funny. But yeah, even in gymnastics, I'm sure a lot of you guys know we get like punch pee and stuff. So my bladder just does not do good. And the second I laugh, it just kind of comes out. And Alexa has the same problem, and it's hilarious. If we start going, we literally will pee our pants. So anyway, it was a great time. Like stuff like that to me is like really fun on TikTok. I think like having fun with it more than having it as like a job is really fun. Like I like doing that kind of stuff.
There's been times where we've gotten in arguments because I wouldn't do a dance that you wanted me to do. And to this
'Cause it
day, I've
would've been
never
really
done.
funny.
No, it would not have. It
Well,
would've been
all these other
weird.
couples do, and they get
I
like
do not
millions of
want to.
views.
If that's the price to pay, I do not want to.
Yeah,
I don't
so
care
that's
how
the
many
other
views
part.
we
The reason
get.
why I don't
want-
do social media is because he never wants to be a part of anything or do anything, and it's just super annoying, and I
shouldn't
just
have
kind of
to
get
be,
sick of it.
though. Because you're
Well,
also.
everyone else's husbands, like Sean and Andrew, they do everything together, and you just never want to do anything, and I'm like, you're boring.
Well, okay, Sean and Andrew have funny videos.
Okay, well,
So if
you're
you-
good at that kind of stuff, so I don't know why we can't work on it together.
I mean, if
He
I
just
sat
expects
down.
me to do it, and I'm like, I
'Cause
don't.
that's
I'm
your-
not.
'cause
But I'm
I've
not
got a job.
creative.
Well,
That's the problem.
see, that's the problem. Yeah.
I just
'cause-
like I'm not creative with that kind of. So
But
obviously
you're
we need
also-
a team. Would
but
help
it's also-
to do stuff, but
You are, and you're probably going to agree with this. It's going to sound a little harsh, but well, don't give me that face.
that's rude.
Well, okay. You're just kind of hard to work with.
Okay, and
Well, would you agree or disagree with that statement?
agree. But
See, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, and that's kind of because that's why like I'm not crazy motivated to do this stuff because the podcast is hard enough. And shout out to Family Made because they pretty much handle most of it for us. But even just getting you to sit down and do a podcast sometimes, like today, is difficult.
well, it just stinks because you work all day, so we always have to do it at night, and then I'm tired.
Well, we could do it on the weekends. We do it on the weekends. What are you
Yes, but
talking
we
about?
still have church in the morning because we do it every Sunday, and then we have to do it later in the day. I mean,
That's-
it's still better, but
It's not nighttime. My point is because I did the creative for YouTube. Granted, most of it wasn't very creative because a lot of it was just come to gym with me. But I came up with the ideas like what's in my locker.
I know because you're good at that
like
stuff.
come with me to physical therapy, day in the life, or teaching me gymnastics. That was my idea. That one got like 1 million views. So I have and I still have 1 million video ideas that we never did just because you didn't want to do it or it just didn't work out, And so I think that it'd be the same thing with social media. Like I could come up with some good ideas, like some funny videos,
I'd
like
be
what
willing
Sean
to
and
do
Andrew
it
do.
because like I'm not in gym anymore and I'm not in school and I don't have a job. I mean, I travel and I have a job, but it's not like a consistent job. It's just doing things here and
I mean, we
there.
can try it out. I just don't want it to be a chore. Like it could be fun. The way I'm thinking about it is I could think of some creative video ideas. It could be fun, but I don't want it to be like me forcing you to do it or you're not happy with it or we have to, like I don't want it to be a job. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So.
Well, only one way to find out. We just try.
Yeah, I mean, we could try
I mean,
it out.
I told you I want to bring back the YouTube. That's been like.
Well, see, that's the other thing. Remember, you told me that as part of your New Year's resolution. I said, "Okay, let me know. I'm here to help."
Yes,
And then you never,
but you don't
never,
help.
no. You never said anything after that.
Yes, because
I
every
said-
time I've tried to make something, you're like, I don't want to be in it. So then once again,
What,
I'm just holding the camera like this at my face.
Name one idea you've had.
Remember we were filming one for the gymnastics meet when I was emceeing because everyone was like, make a YouTube video about it. And I have all this footage and then we didn't even make it because you're like, it was stupid.
For what? What meet?
When I emceed at championships.
I'm pretty sure we did make a video for that.
And you posted it?
I think so. Sounds vaguely familiar. I don't
think I ever sent you the footage.
Okay, well, that was a long time ago. I'm talking about this year. In January 1st,
I know, I'm
you
just
said,
saying it made me not want to do it because we were in the hotel and I was trying to get you in it because we're just hanging out, letting people see you,
I know,
talk about our day, and you were just like
Sometimes, okay, well, sometimes I don't want to be in it. Also, sometimes you do this thing where you like talking to the camera with me just sitting right there doing nothing. And then it's just really awkward for me because I've got nothing to say or nothing to contribute, but you just want me in the frame.
I want you to say something and you just sit there.
Well, sometimes I don't have anything to say.
That's okay. Just say, hey, what's up, guys? Like,
I'm fine with
just
that.
be yourself.
And then what you do is you're supposed to take the camera, put it back on you. But like what you'll do is you'll just
because
keep
it's
it
already
right
been
there.
on me for like 3 minutes, and I'm like, no one wants to just see my
Well,
face, and then
that's
you don't video anything. So there's nothing of like me walking or doing like we did in gymnastics. It's just me everything selfie, and so it just looked like I'm just like, this is stupid, because you didn't want to help with it. You're like, this is dumb. I don't want to do it.
We're gonna have
And
to
you're the
agree
one
to,
that
we're gonna have to agree to disagree
and he
on
was the
this.
one that goes post on your Instagram and see if people would want you to video the MC meet. So I did, and people said, yeah, that'd be really cool. And then the whole time I was having to video everything, and I was the one that was working and doing stuff, and I'm like, I can't do that.
I'm pretty sure I took some videos.
I don't know. Anyway, it did not go so well, you guys. After gymnastics,
Okay, but
it was like, what is going on with our life?
I'm talking about this year though.
I know. I just feel like it hasn't been fun to me because you have a job, and the last thing you want to do is video and do things. So it's just like, I don't even know what to do because I just feel like I'm going to be bugging you.
I still have some fun video ideas. We never did Extreme Homie Makeover. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, what would you guys say? Jonas'
So
friend
listen
Chance
to this,
needs
everybody.
a little help.
Okay, you don't need to throw Chance under the bus, okay? No,
hey, he's
listen.
a good-looking guy. We just wanted to give him a makeover.
Okay, listen to this. So I had an idea. I've had this idea for a long time for a series of YouTube videos with Michaela. This was for her post-gymnastics era because now, you've always like been into fashion and stuff.
I feel like this topic should have just been YouTube.
It's kind of morphed into David, let me just finish this idea because this is a big one. I need validation. So everyone's seen Extreme Home Makeover, right? Where they just, pretty self-explanatory. They make over a home. So my idea was Extreme Homey Makeover. We take one of my friends that has less than optimal fashion, like Chance. I think Chance is decent fashion, but anyways, we have
He
Michaela.
could be better.
Yeah, there's room for
Everyone
improvement.
can do better.
And then we have Michaela give one of my homies a makeover. So like you style the haircut, would take him to, a hairstylist or a barber, and then we'll go shopping, you pick out the clothes and stuff.
I know, we've talked about
That'd be
this,
hilarious. I think that's a great Extreme Homie Makeover. And I've already got a whole bunch of friends that Michaela doesn't approve of their fashion. So we have some great people to try it out on. So
True.
that's my good idea. That's my $1 million YouTube idea. We've just never done it.
I don't know. What would you guys think?
Anyways,
we need opinions and thoughts on that one. But anyway.
Yeah, that'd be helpful. Let me know. Going back to the topic, when you post, are you concerned about how well it would perform on TikTok? Does that ever stress you out?
Not on TikTok. I don't.
Yeah, I would say maybe on Instagram it does,
Mm-hmm.
or YouTube, but yeah, TikTok you just kind of put random stuff on there.
I'm just like, I'm here to have a good time.
Do you think TikTok is fun for people of all ages or only teens?
I think it can be all ages, but for my feed, no. It's just like a bunch of girls talking about makeup and their products, so I don't really know what else is on TikTok. I feel like when I first had TikTok, it was all these crazy videos of crazy things, and I'm like, whoa, that's really cool, or that's really interesting, but like my TikTok just doesn't show that anymore. It's all like mom talk and that girl Taylor from Utah and mom talk and like all these things, and I don't even follow her on TikTok, but her stuff always pops up, and I'm like, I don't care to watch this.
Do you think there's inappropriate content on TikTok for younger kids?
I think the only thing, well, I mean,
I would say yes.
But I feel like the
That's an
one
easy
thing
answer.
is like when we would go to gymnastics meets, they always have to blur out the cuss words in the song, right? Which I think that's really great, and I think that they should. But then it's funny because there's all these little kids that make all these TikToks, and like I'll be around them and it has all the cuss words in it, and they're sitting there mouthing the cuss words. And I'm like, why are we even taking out the cuss words in the meets anymore when like these kids are saying them in their TikToks? And I'm just like, that is so terrible. Anyway, so I think yes, there are some negative things on TikTok for sure. But it's also hard because I don't watch some of that stuff, so I don't really know. And I don't know. Like, what kind of stuff do they I don't know. I don't really watch.
Would you let your kids have a TikTok?
No. I would let them have a TikTok. I'd let them have a TikTok if it was private, like in a private account, and like only their friends were on it, and it was like monetized and like
monetized.
Or what do you call that word?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Like monitored or like
parental controls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that what you call it? No?
No. Monetized means you make money off of it.
Oh, I don't know. Obviously, my vocabulary is
I
terrible.
don't think I would want our kids to have any social media till they're like 16.
Yeah, I haven't thought about all that stuff. But I'm just saying if my kids did have a TikTok when they're a little bit bigger, that's what it would be. It'd be like private, only their friends, and like they can make just TikToks for fun. I wouldn't make it like... Because there's just a bunch of creepy people on social media, and all these girls are being exposed to weird people, and it just freaks me out. But it's scary. The world's a scary place.
How do you think the world would change if TikTok went away?
It'd be so great. Even for me.
Why?
It's just
remember that one time
it's so toxic.
Okay, remember that one time when TikTok was supposed to be deleted?
Yeah, and it wasn't.
And
but then they still talk about that it's getting deleted. I know, and stuff, but it's like but I feel like nothing's happening
in the US. I know.
Honestly, it would make me feel a lot better. Just about every situation.
How would that make you feel better?
Well, 1, for kids. 2, even just for people in general, because the world has become so lazy since COVID, and because we have social media and have the things we do, they're just so like glued to it. Like, I don't know how many times I'll be talking to a friend, they're like, I stayed up till 5 a.m. watching TikTok. And it's just like, it is just brainwashing, and it is just not good.
Do you think TikTok influences our culture?
Yeah, definitely.
Because here's the thing. There's 2 big takeaways for me. So 1, I feel like TikTok and this whole shift towards short form content, it's like, I feel like it's promoting ADHD and attention span deficits in kids. Because it's like, it's all about, like the quick thing, like get to the point. Like kids don't have attention spans anymore. Like I've heard like really big YouTubers talk about how like the game is changing because kids don't want to sit on a video, that's longer than X seconds, or that doesn't.
I've heard a lot of people talking about that too with the YouTube, the short clips. Their kids just love it because they can just watch something really quick, see the breakdown of it, switch.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is crazy.
I feel like, yeah, that's a problem, Like I love getting into a 3-hour-long Joe Rogan podcast. I mean, I'll listen to it on 2X, but I think that trickles over into normal life too. Like how do we expect these kids to pay attention in school?
I don't know. They don't.
In a 45-minute boring algebra class,
They don't.
Like I'm pretty good at school, and that was hard for me.
Even at gymnastics, the kids don't focus. They sit there like even when I was doing elite gymnastics, like TikTok was obviously still big then. It's been big for a few years now, but they they wouldn't even focus on gymnastics. They just they don't listen. They all have attitudes. They don't care. They're snotty. And then they have no discipline, and they just sit there and do whatever they want. They talk back, and they're just glued to TikTok. And even if they're not filming, they're all sitting there. Instead of taking their turn, they're sitting there doing TikTok dances. And I'm just like, what is so relevant about that? Go be in dance class then. I don't know.
You know what? Now that you mention it,
sad.
We made one TikTok that I really liked. There's only one that I can think of. It was in the gym, and we had some of the girls help us with it.
Oh, that one where I jumped on your back.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I started on the ground, and then I'd pop up.
It was
get a bit higher, yeah, and you jump up higher than you did a backflip.
Whoa, yeah, and I kept, yeah.
See, that was fun and that was cool.
I know, I'd like to do stuff like that, but it's just
But I feel like I don't really see cool things like that anymore. It's all just.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, TikTok, there used to be really cool stuff, and now it's just all these short clips of everyone getting ready, and it's turned into influencing, where before it was just people doing crazy things, things that you would never think of how to fix a car or this or that, and now it's just all these girls and these are the products I use, which I don't know because that's my feed, so that's all I'm usually seeing most of the time. But
you know what else is crazy? This is the last thing that I have to say.
That's why it's gotten boring.
the algorithm for TikTok is completely different for our version of it and for the Chinese version of it. Did you know that?
Yes.
In China, their TikTok promotes like educational
Yep.
videos and stuff like that, and ours is just stupid dances and
And that's another
degenerates.
thing is like I don't get how people are like famous for that. And like
I don't
everybody's
know.
TikTok famous. There's like there's just not a there's nothing like I just feel like it's like, oh, no one cares about the movie star. Oh, they care about, Alex Earl, this TikToker. And it's just like, oh, why? Because she makes her videos and like, yeah, she sounds relevant, but she's obviously sounding relevant on purpose and doing these things on purpose to get that attention. So realistically, it just doesn't feel real to me, even though she seems like that. But there's this one girl on TikTok, or maybe just even Instagram, talking about like she does coaching for social media, and she says, I try to coach so many people to act like Alex Earl, and she's finally figured out the rhythm and how to like get people to be engaged into her with like all the things she does, the way she talks, how she's real, how she posts, and blah 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 blah. But like obviously with the way she was talking, it's like, well, it wasn't really real. She just figured out the algorithm of what she needs to do to get that audience. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just hard for me to think like all the stuff she posts, is it really real, or is she just acting this way because that's how she gets her followers? So it's hard. I don't know. Like I want to think that she's real, but at the same time it's like, well, look how like she's had a TikTok for a while and recently she just blew up. You know what I mean? So it's like she obviously just now figured out how to do it, like what works and what doesn't, And so then it's like, oh, well, now that Alex Earl has it, all these other influencers that I've followed that I know are starting to copy what she does. And I'm just like, okay, well, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's not like, it just doesn't, it's not realistic. It's not authentic to me. So that's where I get frustrated is it's like post, like if you want to post products, great. I would love to see what products you like, but then like post products you like, not the same product everyone is using, like every influencer, it's like, the bronzing drops.
I don't know, but I'll take your word for it.
It's like with the makeup thing again. The bronzing drops, the Rare Beauty blush, this. It's like, it's the same product. And so it's like you go to the store and every single thing of that product's just gone because that's what's big on TikTok. And it's like, there's a lot of stuff that I use that I like that I'm like are way better than half those products. But like, once again, it just comes to me being lazy and not caring to like share those things. But I'm just like, share your own product. Come up with your own stuff. I don't like when people are like doing the same thing. Like that's why on TikTok I'm like, oh, I've already seen that. Oh, I've already seen that. Oh, she's already talked about that product. I'm like, And for a while it wasn't like that, but now I feel like it's really formed into that. So that's why I feel like I haven't watched TikTok in a while because I'm just like bored of it. I'm like, I need something new, something fresh, So I wonder if TikTok will stay super relevant. Or do you think it will just kind of fade out? I feel like it's always going to be relevant unless they take it down, but I don't know. I honestly don't get it.
In conclusion, Michaela does not like TikTok.
But I still do it.
But she uses it and does it. I don't use it. But we might start making funny Instagram videos.
We say that and it's probably not going to happen.
I'm telling you the same thing I told you with YouTube. I'm here to help.
I want to start YouTube, so if we can figure out what... I don't know. If we brought back YouTube, would you guys really want us to do it? Because I don't want to just do it. It just doesn't... I mean, obviously, we're going to have to put effort into it and make it good. But, like, I don't want to just... Because we're basically going to be starting from scratch. So I don't want to, like, be invested if you guys, like, aren't interested.
Here's what you should do. You should just make a gymnastics comeback. And that'll be the easiest thing to make content for. I'll just follow you to the gym. People would watch that.
No.
That'd be crazy.
It would be crazy, but...
Just for 2024 Paris, just come back for vault.
I can't do that. It's back to a 5-man team. They're not going to take me for one event.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll just go back for Worlds then.
No.
Yeah.
No, there's no point.
Okay, just say you're doing it so we can get some YouTubes. No. I'm just kidding. Well, we'll figure it out. Do you want me to read the assumption?
Yes.
Today's assumption is you both have always wanted to be social media influencers full-time, so you're living your dream. I'm going to disagree with that.
It's hard because I would like to do it more. And, like, especially like once I have kids, I think I'll be able to be more involved with social media just because there's like more things like you do stuff with your kids and you can talk about like what products you use for your kids and like it. I think it will help me not to just be focused on me all the time, especially when you don't want to be in anything. So like I think it'll be fun to have kids and like show people like, this is what my kid's doing today and we had so much fun and whatever. Anyway, I could go on and on and on, but what was the thing?
You both have always wanted to be social media influencers full time, so you're living your dream.
Like I think that would be fun, but I also don't know if like doing it full time is like living my dream, But I think like it would be fun to be like more a part of it and into it a little bit more. But like I've told you guys before, I'm just at a weird spot in life. Like I went from gymnastics to just kind of school to just kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to post. I feel like my life's not that interesting.
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, I would disagree on both of those. I think your life's interesting. You're still doing lots of cool stuff.
I know.
And then, honestly, you could have the easiest time just doing vlogs, like traveling for the Michaela Skinner Invitational. Like you don't need me. There's so many people that do vlogs of just them holding their phone.
I know, but then I always feel awkward, like being at the airport.
You think that you need me, like, as your crutch. Like, oh, I have to help film. I have to help edit.
Like, I know. I just hate when everything's facing this way, and then when it's the other way.
Well, that's how a lot of people do it.
Yeah, but a lot of people have a crew, so they don't have to worry about it.
Okay, but a lot of people don't. There's plenty. I can show you a million YouTubers that are successful.
Don't be rude.
I'm just saying. I feel like you're not believing me.
I don't know. It's another thing is that
I have not.
I don't want to stress about it. It's a lot of work for me to have to always remember to be like, oh, I got to get the camera. Oh, I got to get the camera. Oh, I got to get this. And then I feel like I'm not enjoying the moment because I'm constantly like, oh, I got to video this. Oh, I got like when you're there, it's just easier because I don't have to think about it. And I'm like, can be real in the moment and you're just there doing it. That's why I don't like it. Okay.
I would say I disagree because I have not wanted to be a social media influencer. And yeah, that's my disagreement. I mean, it's not like, here's the thing, because everyone wants to be famous, but then you really think about it and you're like, do I really want to be famous? Because there's a lot of drawbacks. I think overall it's a net positive because there's positives and negatives to being famous. Overall, I think it's a good deal. I'm much happier having you be famous, and then I just do my own thing. But I would like to be a pro athlete.
But I don't even like consider myself famous, really. I think that's just because with like TikTok and everything that's going on, I don't feel like. Yeah. I don't feel successful, which is kind of sad when you like win an Olympic medal. I just kind of don't feel like. I just don't feel relevant.
Okay, well, relevant and successul are two completely different things.
Well, both. Like, I just feel like, oh, Michaela was an Olympian and now she's like, oh, okay. Like, I went to the Olympics and, like, lived my dream. And then it's just kind of been, like, it's like TikTok's just, like, gone so viral that it's like.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you think about it.
I just don't know how to stay relevant besides doing TikTok.
Just about anything could be like a letdown after winning a medal. Like, how are you going to top that? So I'm sure that's why you feel that. But
right. Well.
Hopefully
some babies will fix that. Fix that missing piece of my life.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in on Agree to Disagree. Don't forget to leave us a rating if you're on Spotify or Apple, or a comment if you're on YouTube. Also, if you're on YouTube and you see my hoodie, comment if you get the joke, because a lot of people didn't get the joke. I wore this hoodie all day today. I think it's hilarious, but it's also because I worked in crypto. For those of you that are listening, I'm wearing a hoodie that says FTX Risk Management Department. Should I explain it or should I wait for... I'll just explain it. It's going to kill me.
Okay.
The joke is that FTX went bankrupt and they didn't have a risk management department. It was the opposite. They were super... they used their funds in a terrible way, and they used customer funds, and they were very risky with their money. And so that's the joke. I'm part of the FTX Risk Management Department because it doesn't exist. It's actually kind of sad because, well, it's really sad because they lost a lot of people a lot of money. But we gotta find laughter and everything. So this is my new favorite hoodie.
Well, if you're sick of us talking about social media and TikTok, then leave a comment down below and tell us to never talk about it again. I don't know. I'm like, this topic always like makes me a little frustrated, but that's just the life we're in right now. So you just got to take it one day at a time, and I'm just trying to find the positives in it. So anyway, yeah. Thanks again for listening. Hope you guys got the joke of the day. Jonas's sweatshirt. Pretty cute.
And we'll see you next week.
Not my style of choice, but that's okay. Anyway, bye guys. We'll catch you next week.